Aloha tax students, this is your teacher Roy again with the introductory video for our class. That's Accounting 137, Business Income Tax Prep here at Kapilani Community College for the spring 2024 semester. And our class is divided again up into two different sections. One is strictly online, this 33079. That's most of the class. And then the other section is a so-called hybrid, where you still do the same work as the online students. But lucky you, you guys get to see me every Tuesday, 6 to 6:50 in the evening in our same Kopiko 101B classroom. Here's a copy of our new edition. Remember last semester we were using the 2023 edition. Well, it got updated for 2023 tax laws, and they number it here, the edition 2024, since we're using this in the year 2024. But again, we're still learning 2023 tax laws. And just like before, our textbook and assignments, most of the assignments are linked here in the Cengage Now site. So if you already have a Cengage account, you just click on it and it should take you to our See Now class site. If you don't have a Cengage account, I believe if you click on this link, you may see another link to create a Cengage account. And then you should be able to get into our class site. Another account you need to have, and most of you do so, have one based upon having one from Accounting 134 in the prior semester, is a ProConnect Tax Online account. So in a few weeks from now, we're going to be preparing tax returns at this site here. And if you don't have a ProConnect account, here's some linked information to register for a student and educational ProConnect account. Let's take a look at our course syllabus and schedule linked here. I believe I already have the syllabus opened up on another tab here. So I'll let you read this syllabus on your own. Make sure you download a copy for your records. But the more common thing you'll be looking at throughout the whole semester is the semester schedule. Again, linked over here. And we organize our work by the different weeks of the semester. So here's our first week, which we're going to be reviewing what we had learned in the previous tax class, again, Accounting 134. So here's the chapters we had covered last semester in 134. So just briefly skim those chapters. I'm going to have a review video you can take a look at, and video lectures are all linked in the chapter resources folders, the subfolders. So here's a subfolder for the review, and the first link here is our video lecture. So go ahead and take a look at that review lecture, skim those chapters in our textbook, and then do the assignments. Let's take a look at the See Now site. You may need to click on this link here. And it should open up in a separate tab or window. I'm not sure if you exactly see this same screen I see. But here are your assignments. Right now I have 3 of them. But probably the first thing you should always do when you get to the See Now class site is to open up the textbook in a separate window. So here under Study Tools, I like working with this version here. Looks like you only have one. In my faculty account, I see 2 different versions, but this is the one we'll work with. And you should always keep it off to the side, this textbook, so you can refer to it as you work on an assignment. As you can see here, yeah, I have it opened up in a separate window. In fact, if you're a true accountant, you probably have two or three different monitors sitting on your desk. So here I put it off to the side so I can see it on one screen and work on my assignments at the same time. So here for the first assignment, that's going to be due January 14th, all due 11:55 Sunday evening. You can print out a blank copy ahead of time if you want to work on a PDF file or print it out on paper. But then you got to take it here, re-enter your answers. Yeah. So for this first homework assignment, as a review, I'll have you prepare a real simple tax return, just reporting W-2 income. But you're going to have lots of multiple choice questions covering all of the chapters we had covered last semester in this homework assignment also. You notice you have 3 attempts here for the whole homework assignment. So if you remember from last semester, remember those check my work attempts, that button? Let's see if we can try that here. Okay. You can submit this whole assignment 3 times, yeah? Again, there's all of these questions here. Most of them are multiple choice. And you can see the chapter number, yeah? Here's chapter 1, here's chapter 2. So you can go back to your textbook, yeah, your textbook to help you find those answers. But the first problem up here is this comprehensive one to prepare a tax return. So again, if you have multiple documents to open up, go ahead and click on all of them, and then probably this button to list them out. You can expand the screen by collapsing the menu. Here are the instructions. Here's a W-2 you use to fill in the 1040 form. And as I previously mentioned before, make sure you use your tab key, yeah, to jump to the next field. Yeah, to jump to the next field that you have to fill in. Or shift tab to move backwards so you don't skip any field required. And then once you finish this whole problem, now go ahead and click on check my work, which you have 3 times to use this button here. And of course, we're looking for green check marks, yeah? Not red X's. Or here, I didn't even answer it. It doesn't even have a red X or green check mark. But go ahead and use this button only after finishing off the whole problem. Here, if I go to the next problem, it's a multiple choice. Let's see, single taxpayer, no dependents, adjusted gross income 98, itemized deductions 13. Let's see, so 98 minus 13 is 85. If you think this is the answer, here, check my work. Something's wrong here. Well, we learned in chapter 1, you should deduct the larger of the standard deduction we're given, or itemized deduction, which we're not given. Oh, sorry, we're given the itemized deduction. We're not given the standard deduction. So where are we going to find the standard deduction? Well, this problem is coming from chapter 1. So if I go back to chapter 1, here in my textbook, here chapter 1, the index or table of contents should be on the first page. Here, this first page, and I'm looking for standard deduction for my filing status of single. I should have minused out 13,850 versus the 13,000 itemized I was given, yeah? So if you take this AGI minus the 13,850, I think it's, what is it? This one? No. This one? And then use my check my work again. Correct. I still had one more attempt for this problem, yeah? But then once you finish all of the problems, only then you go ahead and submit the whole assignment. So this submit assignment, you can try 3 times in addition to the 3 check my works for each one of these problems here. So there should be no reason you don't get 100% score for each homework assignment. Let me exit out of here, and go back to the assignment list. Eventually, your grades will be posted here. And I'll repost your grades also back here in Laulima under the scores and grades folder. This is where your official points are going to be posted, yeah? So if you think something's wrong here in the posting, that I usually will update every Monday morning, let me know what's wrong. I think that's all we need to review here. Every Saturday morning, I'm going to email you a class message, and that class message will be reposted here under this announcement column here on the overview page of our Laulima class site. Here's an announcement that wasn't emailed to you, yeah, called FYI. So you got to log in to be able to read these types of announcements. I think that's it. Again, we're still following the same procedures we had covered in Accounting 134 last semester. Here's the procedures we usually follow for each assigned chapter. Okay, so go ahead and get started if you want to ahead of time for our first assignment. And contact me by email if you have any questions. That's kamida@hawaii.edu.